Hello everyone. Good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is a linear equation in one variables, and in that class we solve all the important questions related to that topic. Okay, we discuss all the important word problem based question based on linear equation in two variables, and we also take and solve some important numerical based questions, means equation based questions related to that chapter, and we discuss all the important things related to that. Now, dear student, in that class we are going to take and discuss the very important chapter of your syllabus, which is what? Understanding quadrilaterals. Understanding quadrilaterals, which is very important chapter for you and your upcoming examination, which is very important. Okay, now, so first of all we discuss about what is the concept of quadrilateral. What is quadrilateral? First of all we discuss about what is quadrilateral and what is the main characteristics of quadrilateral. There's a region, a closed region, a closed region bounded by, listen, a closed region bounded by four line segments. Four line segments. Okay, a closed region bounded by four line segments is called a quadrilateral. Okay, this one's a closed region bounded by four line segments. A closed region bounded by four line segments is generally known as what? A quadrilateral. Okay, now, so in this way, if we write in this way, if we draw a closed figure bounded by four line segment A, B, C, D. Okay, so this is a what? Quadrilateral. Here A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. In the given figure, A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Okay, in the given figure, A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral, and a quadrilateral has four sides, and also there is a quadrilateral has four sides, four vertices, and four angles. Okay, dear students, a quadrilateral has four sides, okay, four vertices and four angles. Now, understand, we are going to discuss about the angle sum property. Now we are going to discuss about the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Let's see. Now we are going to discuss about the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Okay, discuss about the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. We are going to discuss about the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. According to this property, the half four angles represent the sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. 360 degree means the sum of all four angles. The sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral is what? 360. Now we have to show that. Let's see. We discuss its proof. Let's see. Yes, first. Suppose that we have a quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. Now we have to do some consideration. Now we join AC. AC is what? Diagonals. And what is the concept of diagonals? Dear student, diagonals is a line segments which join two opposite, which obtained by joining two opposite vertex, opposite vertex of a quadrilateral. Okay, so this is called what? Diagonals. Diagonals is what? Diagonals is a line segment which joining the opposite vertices of the quadrilateral. So any quadrilateral has two vertices, because if we joining AC, then it is one vertex is AC and other is not BD. So in this way there are two diagonals of any quadrilateral. Now we take as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6. Yani angle A and angle T. From figure, let's see. From figure, angle A is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3 and angle C is equal to angle 5 plus angle 6. Okay, now first of all in triangle ABC. Now in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, if we apply the angle sum property, then what I get? The sum of all angles of a triangle is what? 180 degree. So angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180. Take question 1. Similarly, in triangle ADC, we get. Similarly, in triangle ADC, this is the, again we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Key means the sum of all angle of a triangle is 180. So angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to 180. Take equation number 2. Now what I do? We add in equation 1 and 2. Now adding equation 1 and 2 we get. Now adding equation 1 and 2 we get, let's see. Angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5, okay, plus angle 2 plus angle 1 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 plus 180 degree. Now let's see. Now we take angle 2, angle 3 take together and we take angle 5, angle 6 take together. So we get angle 1 plus we take angle 2 plus angle 3 take together and plus angle 5, angle 6, angle 5 plus angle 6 take together, and what is the left values? And the left value is angle 4 is equal to 180. 180 is what? 360 degree. Now from figure, thus from figure, angle 1 is what? Angle D we write as angle D, plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is what? Angle A. Okay, plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is what? Angle C, and angle 4 is what? Angle D is equal to 360. Okay, so in this way we can say that the sum of all interior angle of a quadrilateral is what? 360 degree. Hence prove that result. Okay, thus dear students, in this way you can prove that the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is equal to what? 360. Thus as the sum of all interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360, which is very important questions, which is very important theorem related to that chapter result. And you can there are so many questions based on this topic in your exercise. Okay dear students, now we take and discuss some important question of your NCERT exercise based on quadrilaterals. Okay, now we take now we first of all we discuss about the polygon. What is the concept of polygon, dear students? Let's see. Dear students, polygon, what is polygon? Polygon is a closed region bounded by only line segments. A polygon is a closed region bounded by only line segment, and there are two types of polygon, convex polygon and concave polygon. Suppose that we found two figure here. Let's see. We found two figure here. Suppose that both are polygons because of they form only the line segments, and both are closed. Just a closed figure bounded by only line segments is called polygon. There are two types of polygon. One is what? Convex and concave. This is a convex polygon, dear students, and this is a concave polygon. Convex is all is its portion is in outer side, move to towards the outer side, and one is this is concave because it is the inner side. One portion is towards inner side. So this is the concept of concave, and this is the concept of convex polygon. So there are two types of polygon, convex and concave. And polygon is what? Polygon is a region, closed region bounded by only line segments. Okay, this is the concept of this. Now we take some other important question of your polygon. So this is the polygon. Now we discuss one important thing is that what is the concept of regular polygon? Regular polygon. What is the concept of regular polygon? Dear sir, a regular polygon is what? Equiangular and equilateral. Okay, a regular polygon is what? Equiangular and equilateral. This is the concept of regular polygon. Key means a polygon in which each angle, all angles are same, measure same, and all sides are equal. Then it is said to be a what? Regular polygon. This is the concept of regular polygon. A regular polygon is equiangular and equilateral. Equilateral means all sides are equal. Angular means that each angle of that is are equal. So this is the concept of regular polygon. Now, we are we are going to discuss about some important question related to your NCERT exercise. Okay, dear students. Now, dear students, we take some important question related to that chapter. Okay, now we take some other important question based on this chapter. Let's see. How many diagonals? The question is how many diagonals. Okay, your question is how many diagonals does each of the following figures? Does each of the following figures, and your figure is what? First one is what? This. Second one is what? A convex quadrilateral. Your answer, your question is a regular, a convex quadrilateral. Second one, a regular hexagon. Okay. A regular hexagon, and third one is what? A triangle. A triangle. Now let's see its solution. First of all, we discuss about the first figure. We discussed about how many in that question, how many diagonals does each of the following figure. So first of all, we draw the following figures. Are first of all we draw the first figure, which is what? Convex quadrilateral. So convex quadrilateral, let's see in this way. This is the convex quadrilateral A, B, C, D. And how many quadrilaterals are there? So dear student, I just discussed about that. Key, what is diagonals? We just we discussed about that concept. Key, the line joining the opposite vertices of any quadrilateral is known as what? Any types of quadrilateral is known as its diagonal. So here opposite vertices are A, C and B and D. If we join BD, so this is one diagonal, and this is join AC, this is another diagonal. So here two diagonals are BD and CD. Okay, thus in a convex quadrilateral, in a convex quadrilateral, there are two diagonals as BD and AC and BD respectively. Now we are going to discuss about the regular hexagon. We discuss about the regular hexagon means what? Regular hexagon means what? Equilateral and equiangular. Okay, so let's see. We first of all we draw. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a concept of regular hexagon. We name that A, B, C, D, E, F. So there are 6 sides which are equilateral. This is equilateral and equiangular. So it is said to be a regular hexagon. Okay. So this is the regular hexagon. In that regular hexagon, all its sides are equal and each angle is equal to 6x is equal to Now, what we discuss about the how many diagonals contain. So diagonal is what? The line joining the opposite vertices of a regular hexagon is known its diagonal. Now we join them. Here A and B are opposite vertices, so we join AB. The line joining the vertices of a polygon is known as the diagonal. 1 to 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. And one is what? Let's see, dear friends. What is the left? Now let's see once more time. This is 1. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So dear students, a regular hexagon contains how many diagonals? There is 9 diagonals are there. This is 9 diagonals. Okay. So 9 diagonals are contained in regular hexagon. Okay. Let's see regular hexagon. Yes. See. So there are 9 vertices, 9 diagonals are there in regular hexagon. This is very important concept related to that figure. Now we are going to discuss about the triangle. Ki how many diagonals contain a triangle? Let's see, dear students. So you know, first of all, with our triangle ABC. So we discuss about that. Ki just I discuss about the concept of diagonals is ki the line joining the two vertices. The line segment joining the two vertices of any geometric figure is known as diagonal. So we don't. So a triangle has no diagonals. A triangle has no diagonals. A triangle has no diagonals. Okay. Thus, in this way, dear students, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on this topic. Now we are going to discuss about the topic the angle sum of a polygon having side n. Let's see, dear students. Now we are going to discuss about the angle sum of a topic. The angle sum of a polygon having side n. Means the sum of all interior angles of a polygon having side n is what? Is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. This is the formula for that. Okay, this is the formula for that. The angle sum property. This is the angle sum of a polygon having side n. Okay. Now we take some important question based on this formula, which is what? Find the angle sum of a convex polygon. Find the angle sum of a polygon having sides having sides first 4, having side 4, 5, third is what? Having sides 7, 8 and 10. 7, 8 and finally 10. Okay. Now we take and now we solving them question. This question. Let's see. Now let's see. Have find the angle sum of a polygon having side this and this. Okay. Now let's see. Since we know that the angle sum in a polygon is n minus 2 into 180. Now we put the value of n, and now we take 4, we put 4, we take the first part 4 minus 2 into 180, that is 2 into 180, that is what? 360. In this way, you know that a polygon having side 4 is known as the quadrilateral, and so having the sum of all interior angle of a polygon means quadrilateral is what? 360. Clear? Similarly, we take the second part of this question, which is having side 5, which is pentagon. That's 5 when n is equal to 5. Then angle sum, that is angle sum 5 minus 2 into 180, which is what? 3 into 180 is 540 degrees. So in this way we can say that the angle sum of a pentagon is equal to what? 540 degree. Okay. Now take and solve the third part, which is 7. N is equal to 7. That is angle sum. That is angle sum is what? 7 minus 2 into 180. That is 5. 5 into 180, that is 5 into 180. So we get what? 5 is 900. Okay? 900. That is the angle sum of a polygon. The angle sum of a polygon having side 7 is what? 900 degrees. So now we take and discuss the next one, which is 4. Here n is equal to 8. Okay, here n is equal to what? Here n is equal to 8. Thus the angle sum of that polygon having side an 8 octagon is what? 8 minus 2 into 180, which is what? Dear students, 6 into 180, that is 1080 degree, 1080 degrees. Okay. Now we take and solve the last part, which is 5, which is what? N is equal to 10. That is angle sum n minus 2 into 180 is n minus 2, which is what? 10 minus 2 into 180, that is what? 8 into 800 1440 degree. So this is another one answer. Okay. Thus, dear student, in this way, in today's class we discuss some important question of your NCERT exercise related to understanding the quadrilateral. Okay. Now, first of all, just you revise and try to do more and more practices of each and every question which we discuss in that class. After that, in next class, we also solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on understanding the quadrilateral. Okay. Now please first of all you revise all the important questions which we discussed in that class, and after that you complete your NCERT. So now in next class we take and solve some other important question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, now thanks to all.